Welcome back. We have a privilege right now to talk with Duncan Clayton. Duncan is associated with his father and mother who own Nature's
Way.
Nature's Way.
That's right.
Down the square here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. And a lot of exciting things. Now, we were just talking during the break that you've been here a year.
Correct, yeah.
Helping your dad with his business, dad and mom with their business. Tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Well, they moved here in 2001 and purchased Nature's Way, which of course has been part of the Mountain Home community since 1978. And they've been running it and growing it and, just really running a successful business.
They are big on information.
Correct. That's something we
and
pride ourselves on. Customers coming in the store, they might be curious about something, helping them find the right product for what they're looking for, nothing more, nothing less. So we pride ourselves on being able to share information. We have the store is covered in literature that people can take home with them to learn more.
And you've got great information sources right there in the store too.
Oh my gosh,
Not only your mom
yes.
and dad, but I think who they hire.
Our employees as well, they pride themselves. We've got people who have been working for us for 14, 15 years. Is
there a little competition going on to find out how much information you can learn down
well,
there?
we always challenge them to continue learning, continual education, to keep learning more. Yeah.
So how's that going? You've been back a year.
Correct.
And I guess your mom and dad want to kind of take a less active role in the business?
Right. Well, they've been working hard for 15 years, ready to take a step back and pursue some of their own personal interests. And I'm hungry and wanting to keep the business going,
sure,
and I enjoy it. So I'm here to help the family business keep running and growing and expanding. Yeah.
Well, is there anything you want to talk about specifically to our audience out there?
Yes, yeah.
Maybe get them to come down and introduce yourself to them.
This month, April, something I'm really proud of is we were having a really big push on health and beauty. So we've got over 500 items on sale in health and beauty alone, along with another 500 items throughout the store. So we're somewhere around, we got over 1,000 items on sale this month alone. And health and beauty, now that's your skincare, your cosmetics, deodorants, shampoos, oral care, hair care, that list of items that we carry. And we're really doing the push because what we've learned is that customers, when they come in the store, the community, they're growing more knowledgeable about and awareness about the things that they eat, things you put in your body, but there's still a big disconnect on understanding the impact of the things we put on our body. Okay. So when you're looking at that, you've really got to kind of take a step back and look at somewhat of the history of what's happened in our country over the last 70 plus years. And you look back, 1938, Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act was passed. Now that was 1938. And that had 112 pages dedicated to regulations on food and drugs, had one page about cosmetics. And since then, there's been almost no new legislation about what companies can and can't do with their healthcare products. So what we're looking at is that, customers are aware that they can buy facial products and makeup, but just because it's on the shelf doesn't mean it's safe.
Right.
And so we're looking to help them understand that there's a lot of options out there that are safe, that we now have on sale, so that they come and purchase those and save a little bit of money and try some new products.
Is there things in like cosmetics that you should look for, like
there's things you should you should look for that you want to avoid.
Oh, okay.
Probably the 5 most important things to avoid. There's phthalates, parabens, petrochemicals, which are a derivative of oil products, formaldehydes, and different types of dyes, and lead and lead acetate type products. That scares me the most because they're found in lipsticks.
The lead is found in lipstick. Wow.
Interesting fact, our skin absorbs roughly about 60% of what we put on. It's the largest organ in the body, and it does prevent us from a lot of things that are in our environment, but the longer our skin is exposed to things, the easier it is for it to absorb it. For example, you know, a lot of women in my family, they wear, you know, lotions and cosmetic products, makeup. Your average woman is going to use roughly about 12 personal care products. Well, through those 12 products, they're exposed to over 168 different chemicals. For men, you're looking at about 6 personal care products, but they're still exposed to about 85. And for children and infants, while they're not, you know, putting on lotions and things, their exposure at such a young age is roughly to about 60 plus chemicals that just aren't necessary. You know, a lot of these chemicals are put in products to help them smell better, help them foam better, or, you know, but it's not necessary when you've got things like coconut oil and shea butter, which are naturally occurring products that help soothe and moisturize your skin without anything dangerous in them.
And that's what your company promotes, is the natural, caring, healing ingredients that need to be in certain products.
Correct. Yeah. You know, it's about the information you spoke about before, you know, just helping people be aware that there are alternatives out there. Just because it's on the shelf at a conventional retailer does not mean it's the safest product out there. And, you know, as we are learning more about the importance of organics and non-GMOs and specialty diets, you know, we want to make sure consumers are aware of the importance of that for their health and beauty products as well.
Now, this sale that you're talking about, is it going on for the entire month of
Correct.
May? Is it May?
April. So we're currently in it right now.
Okay.
And what I can also say and share, a little inside information for your viewers, is if they go to our website, natureswaymountainhome.com, and they sign up for our newsletter, right there in the center, you just put in your email address, which we never share. We make sure that your information's safe. We just use that to distribute our newsletter, our sales flyers, and our coupons. And for consumers who go and sign up for that, they can receive a coupon for 20% off of health and beauty products as well.
So that email it right to them.
Correct.
Okay.
So, you know, they've got all of April. They're welcome to give us a call if they're curious about, you know, what we've got in the store, or stop in and discuss some of the different products. And we just got in some new organic makeup lines for, you know, some of the women in the community that might like to give those a try. And just know that, you know, just because you might be a product you're familiar with or comfortable with, that maybe you've used, your parents used, your grandparents used, doesn't mean that it's the best option out there. And there are some very safe, natural products that are just as good, if not better, than a lot of the conventional things we've grown up using.
Do you encourage people to bring what they are using?
Absolutely. We'd be happy to help them navigate the sea of ingredients list. You know, and that's another thing. There's no regulations on, you know, like, let me take a step back. Like food, for example, there's regulations on, they have to list the ingredients and what goes in the food. They don't have to do that for cosmetic and health and beauty products. There's just no regulation.
You know, people that are susceptible or allergic to certain things, they put on their skin, either break out or they have internal things going on. This is right down that alley too.
Absolutely. You know, through being exposed to so many chemicals, our bodies can build up some autoimmunities to them. You also may just have a natural tendency to have a reaction to some of the more conventional products. But we have testers. You can come and try it on a little spot on your skin, see if it's still okay for you. We can help you work through the ingredients that are listed on your products if you want to bring in something you have been using. But those keywords I kind of mentioned earlier, phthalates, formaldehydes, of course lead, and some of the others are some of the big triggers you really want to look out for. Parabens as well, which preservative. and help you just understand, and then look at some of the products we have, look at those ingredients, and realize when it says shea butter, coconut oil, and water, it's a little bit safer than some of those words you can't even pronounce.
Well, that sounds good. I encourage people to take a trip down to Nature's Way and to talk to Duncan and talk to your mom and dad. They're still there.
Yeah, Dad's there in the morning, and Mom's pretty much stepped out of the business, able to pursue some of her own personal. We also kind of have a surprise coming up for the community this summer. I'll have to come back on the show to tell you a little bit more about that one,
well,
but I think everyone will be excited to hear what we've got coming up this summer for the town.
Well, Duncan, it's nice to meet you. I encourage you to come back.
Thank
you so much for being here. And if
Pleasure.
if you want to know about I don't use a lot of cosmetics, but I'm sure
me neither.
But I'm sure that a lot of people do. And if you're interested in wanting to know the healthier way, you can take a trip down to Nature's Way and talk to the knowledgeable staff that's down there, and they can maybe point you in the right direction.
Absolutely, be happy
Thanks
to.
for coming by. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to be talking with Adrian Blackwell from the Bassmasters Barbecue Contest. We'll be finding out all about that in just a few minutes. Stay with us. You're watching 726.